Yo, what is going on, gamers? It is your boy Chris here, aka ChrisThatGamer. Today, guys, I'm bringing you another Infinite Warfare gameplay. Here today, we're going to be talking about the best SMG in Infinite Warfare. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there are a lot of good SMGs in this game. I feel as if this is probably the best Call of Duty balanced weapon-wise, just because of the fact that every single weapon in this game seems as if it kills fast and it's just overall good. But I do feel as if there's certain submachine guns that are better than others, and I feel as if the FHR-40 is probably the best SMG in this game. If there was a gun that could probably take its spot, it would have to be the Karma or the ERAD. Those are probably the top three best SMGs in this game, and I know we have yet to use the last SMG in this game that's only available in the actual real game, which is the HVR. But overall, I feel as if these are the top three guns in the beta right now. Personally, I think the FHR-40 is the best gun in the game. This gun just reminds me of the P90. It looks like the P90, it feels like the P90, and I'm just glad that the gun that seems like the P90 is actually good in the game, because the Weevil, which is basically a remake of the P90, it was not good back in Black Ops 3, and I'm just glad that this gun is actually good, because for some reason, it feels good. It brings me back to the Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 days, using the P90, having some fun. But let's go ahead and get into the class setup and let's talk about this weapon. So obviously this weapon is a fully automatic weapon, and it actually has range, but the thing about the P90 is it's rapid, it shoots really fast, so it's kind of hard to control it. But then again, I don't know, like, it feels as if this gun doesn't have too much recoil. Now, if you do not know, in this game the aim assist is turned down a lot, so you're not going to be getting some long range kills, which is why I feel as if this is probably the best game in sense of just balanced on SMGs and ARs, because you're not going to see people trying to gun people like people did back in Ghost with the Vector or the Bison. Like, you're not going to be trying to gun people from medium to long range. Sometimes you'll try to joke someone medium range and it'll happen since you die so quickly in this game, but definitely if you're going against an AR long range, you're just going to lose that 9 times out of 10 unless that person was literally like one shot, like the definition of one shot. But the best attachments that I'd like to use on this weapon would have to be quick draw, grip, and then rifle barrel, which is basically long barrel. This is Infinite Warfare's version of long barrel, and if I were to throw on a fourth attachment, just in case if you take off all the lethals and tacticals that you're using, because honestly in this game they're kind of trash, there's really no good one unless you're using a jammer grenade that's like the basic stun, then you could just go ahead and throw on extended mag. Since this is the P90, you'd probably want to continue shooting a lot, or you can change from extended mags to laser sight, because I don't know about you guys, but hip fire sucks in this game. And I know for a lot of people that I've been talking to, trying to figure out if it's just me, a lot of people say that their hip fire is kind of good in this game, and I don't know what it is, if I'm just getting super unlucky, but every single time that I try to hip fire someone in this game, it just does not work out like it does in previous Call of Duties. And I know that might have something to do with the aim assist, but that doesn't really make sense, because the aim assist in this game is stronger up close, because obviously you're closer to the player, and the aim assist is basically toned down when you're trying to shoot people farther away in the air and stuff like that. Like mid-range is when the aim assist starts to turn down, so I don't really understand why my hip fires don't actually register. Like I said before, a lot of people have been telling me theirs are fun. I don't know what's wrong with mine, so I like to throw on laser sight. And in this game, laser sight actually does work. It does the job, and it's actually good. So I like to throw on laser sight. Is it necessary? We'll have to see when the game fully comes out to see if laser sight is actually that good. Now, the perks that I like to use with the FHR-40, I just like to be extremely fast in this game, because it's a jetpack game with thrusters. You want to try to be as fast as possible, but then again with Infinite Warfare, you die so quickly in this game, it's all about staying alive. I like to use dexterity, which allows you to reload and switch weapons faster. I feel as if this is very necessary in this game. For me, YYing is kind of weird. YYing doesn't really work that often. Like when you YY, you have to do it extremely fast, and it's very different from other Call of Duties, because other Call of Duties you could just hit YY and it would, you know, bring back up your gun. But in this game, if you don't do it fast enough, it'll bring out your fist and it'll kind of be delayed a little bit. So dexterity allows you to reload faster, so if someone comes up on you, you could possibly get that reload in right before they start shooting at you, and then you can hopefully turn on them. The next perk, and perk 2, would have to be tac resist, just because of the fact that there's so many overpowered tacticals in this game. There's literally a blackout grenade that just turns your whole screen black, and then the jammer grenade is like an EMP in one, and then as well as like kind of a stun. So I definitely like to use tac resist. It's basically a knockoff of tac mask from previous Call of Duties. The only thing that it does that's different from other Call of Duties is when you used to get meleeed in this game, or just someone would, you know, hit you with the back of their gun in previous Call of Duties, you'd kind of get stunned. There's like a melee stun in Call of Duties now, ever since they've added like the 2 melee hits now instead of 1 punch like AW. You get kind of stunned when you get meleeed. You did in Black Ops 3 and you do in this game. Well, when you use tac resist, you don't get stunned anymore, and I think that's absolutely awesome. I think that'll allow you to kind of like turn on people. I've noticed in this game when I melee people, there used to be a trend where you would melee back up and then just literally put 1 shot into them because they're so weak, but use tac resist, they're going to react 5 times faster than they previously would if they didn't have it on. Next perk for me would have to be Marksman. Marksman is Marksman from Modern Warfare 3, where it shows like the enemy's name tag and stuff like that. But the reason why this perk is kind of better than any other perk at perk tier 3, at least in the beta, is because it's a knockoff version of toughness as well. Literally toughness toned down. It works a lot better on sniper rifles, but it does a little difference on other guns. I think this is a really good perk. Obviously, if this was like the full game, I'd probably like Dead Silence or even Hardwire if people are throwing like jammer grenades and a lot of grenades because if you don't know, jammer grenades also EMP you. So if you're just using tac resist, that's not gonna save you from the actual EMP effect of a jammer grenade, which is kind of weird. So if you put on Hardwire and you don't have tac resist on, you get hit with a jammer grenade, you're still gonna get like that stun effect. You're just not gonna get EMP'd. You'll still be able to thrust. So there's like kind of a different style to run here when you're running different perks. So I like this perk setup. I think the FHR is probably the best gun in the game right now, at least for the submachine guns. If you guys do enjoy today's video, please let me know down below in the comment section. Let me know if you agree with this, and if you don't, let me know what you've been using more in Infinite Warfare. As always, it's me, boy Chris here, aka ChrisThatGamer. If you guys do like this video a lot more, I can always do this for the AR versions in this game. So let me know, and as always, it's me, boy Chris here, aka ChrisThatGamer. I shall see y'all next time. Peace out.